call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium.
Let's go, baby.
To the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hilltoppers have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Jayhawks offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. He's in open space downfield. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth, and they already got him back on their heels.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Hilltoppers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will have the football first. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Using his feet to buy time. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Get set.
Hand off from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Kansas. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game on that team.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hilltoppers offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unleashes one. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Off play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They boot it away. Fields the button, tries to work it the other way. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Hilltoppers moving quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
To the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Hilltoppers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. And the Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Great timing on the snap. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. He's got 50 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Touchdown, rock chalk! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Maryland. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
But sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. There he goes. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they can become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing. Take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Back open in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between your tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Takes the easy one to the back. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds a spot in the middle. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out fast. They'll immediately call timeout.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hilltoppers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Here comes the heat. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the 1st half when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the 1st half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed in the middle. It's Madden. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's caught. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Fires left. He makes the catch. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Madden. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Hauls it in, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Extra point here will tie the game. The extra point is blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple yards.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver.
Jayhawks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Here's a heat. They've got the screen set up. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And I like the alertness by this defense. First and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Looking to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Archoke Jayhawk.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got a man, it's Madden. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Reads it, fires complete. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, WKU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fakes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
29 Philly.
This time they'll go to the running game. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the easy throw in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. On his feet at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up by 40 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Jayhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll go to the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll leave it with him. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Jayhawks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. On the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Hilltoppers want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with the tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Knocked down for the tackle. The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. You know, it's not just about pushing forward. You've got to find that little crevice that'll let you get to the first down marker.
Yeah, where's the old Bush push play? USC Notre Dame. It's famous now. You need a guy behind.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. using the quick game. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations.
The offense pops it up. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown. When they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with the win.
And he tacked on the extra point. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick.
And that is why they're called the Handstand people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. This is where the pressure can start to build a little bit, trying to hold on to a 2-point lead, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. After giving up a score in that last possession, you just feel the sense of urgency now. It's really, really high. And, David, this offense, they've got to answer.
Yeah, but you got to remember, it's okay because I still...
There he goes. Spins away. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Jayhawks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He's in there for the deuce, and they extend the lead to 10. But they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and fire complete. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Right on the money.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security.
He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Go!
The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. They want to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but you listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that is being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.